Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bits and Bytes. Today I want to show you a trick in a browser in Chrome that has kind of like changed the way how I work. And I found that not a lot of people actually are aware of this functionality, and I cannot imagine working without it anymore. What I'm talking about is the site search feature inside Chrome or any kind of Chrome derivative like Brave, etc., which allows you to use the Chrome URL bar as essentially a search field for any kind of site that supports this functionality. What I'm talking about specifically is when you jump into the settings and you go on the search engine here, you will see that you have managed search engines and site search. The site search is the interesting part. And here, even in this vanilla install of Chrome, there's actually already a couple of site searches that are baked in. And you see here like bookmarks history tabs and then the shortcuts bookmark history tabs. And the cool thing about this is if you hop over here and you would type history or this add history, you see right here it says search history. And if you go tab, you see here search history. So this URL bar essentially transformed into your own little kind of search bar for the specific site, in this case history. Now, why is this cool or why is this interesting? Well, any kind of URL that you have where the URL itself or part of the URL essentially specifies where you will land, in other words, like a normalized URL, you can use this functionality to customize Chrome to have more site searches. So let me give you a specific example. A while back, Oracle introduced an error help portal. So if we go docs, oracle.com, error help, db or 001, there already is this URL. You will get to this nice little portal. So that in itself is like a cool portal. I've done blog posts and other things about this. But you see here that in the URL itself, essentially part of the URL dictates where you land. So in this case, like or0001 will take you to this particular site. And if you were to change this to, let's say, 942, it will get you to the site for 942. So how does this work with site search, or why is this important or interesting for site search? Well, if we just copy paste this real quick here and head back over to settings, is you see that you can add your custom site searches, as many as you like. And essentially what you need to do is you specify a name. This is the name that you see in the URL. So I go, let's call this help portal demo here. Then you specify a shortcut, and this can be anything from one key to many keys. So this could be as simple as E, for example, for error. And then you place this URL in here. And here's this hidden gem. It says URL with %s in place of query. So if I were to go ahead and change this part at the end here to %s, or it could be %s/, but the slash will always be added anyway. Essentially what it tells Chrome is that when I hit E and press tab or space and then use my URL bar as the search bar for this site, anything that I will type into the search bar will be, or this URL bar, will be replacing this %s. Right, so if I add this here, you'll see this in a second. If I do here now E, and you see already, see how it says search help portal demo. I mean, you could click on this as well, of course, but I'm just lazy, so I hit the space bar now. See how it changed to basically search help portal demo, basically to what we have specified, the name that we have specified over here in the settings, help portal demo. And now I can just type in or 0001. And look how we still are in this help portal demo here. So no URL here or anything that is pre-filled. Hop over here, and in this case I had a typo in there, I suppose. So let me try this again, 00001, there we go. You see how this automatically changes to this URL that we have. So that's kind of pretty cool. I just got really used to this in any kind of website where, you just have part of whatever, like any kind of search query. You see a lot of websites that have like Q equals and then a search query. You can use this from your Google Chrome bar, and it's just so handy because, you basically don't even look anymore. You just type, right? You have the shortcut once memorized, then off you go. And I have another typo. I can't believe it. Why is this happening? Or 004, no, 942. Well, that's clearly a typo. 942. There we are. Here we go. So obviously it doesn't save you from typos in the URL, right? That's the other thing, maybe it's a good demo aspect here. So if you were to, obviously, so for example, in this case, they all have to be 5 digits. So you see me landing here at the index page. So if you have a typo in your query, if I were just to type in this, now then obviously you just saw briefly it said here blah, and took us back to the index page. So that's one thing you have to keep in mind. But again, it's like, many sites actually support this functionality automatically, and you will also see, or you can see that Chrome starts adding these, right? So it's like they then either pop up at search engines here. You see they're already pre-filled with a couple, or additional site searches there. But I find this a really cool feature. As said, I could not live without it. This is super, super simple. Just never ever have to remember the URL ever again. Just a couple of keystrokes. You can change this to whatever you want. Let's say E is too short for you. Let's make this OR. 4 letters that are not very likely that you will type in a URL or whatever. OR. Again, space tab, whatever. We're back here, and let's see whether I get this right. 942. There we go. Ta-da. So powerful tool. I love it. As said, I couldn't really live without it anymore. Firefox used to have it, but they killed it a couple of years ago. I'm not quite sure why. I found something on Stack Overflow, but basically you cannot have it on Firefox anymore, which is a real bummer because, again, it's like it makes me just so much more productive. I have like a bunch of search sites in my Chrome or Brave these days, and couldn't live without it. Hope this was useful for you guys. Try it out. It's like once you get used to it, well, maybe you like it, maybe not, but as always, thanks for watching, and talk to you soon.